Greetings, everyone. Corey here. Time for another movie review. I always want to say midnight movie review, but no more midnight reviews. So early morning, late afternoon, evening reviews. Doesn't quite have the same catch, but nonetheless, tonight went to go see Sing 2, which doesn't have a subtitle, I believe, to it for a sequel, which original. Well, for a while, as original as a sequel can be, and I gotta say it's really enjoyable. I've always liked movies with like these montage music video kind of, you know, setups and premises, even musicals and stuff. As long as it's music I like, which yeah, with Sing, they pretty much are capitalizing on a lot of pop songs, hip hop, just mainstream, topping songs that pretty much everybody has heard, whether they listen to it on their own or they listen to it from the radio or it just happens to be on from like a store that they go to. But nonetheless, Sing 2 is very enjoyable. From the children in the audience, they seem to enjoy it quite a bit, except for one little 2-year-old who kept walking up and down the stairs to their parents. But besides that, all the other kids seem to enjoy it. There was some good stuff for adults. It's funny because Sing is kind of like this, the way they do the songs and everything, it's almost like a montage movie. Just because they have, 6, 7 characters that they try to focus on, which makes it a little complicated, which doing the montage songs and stuff like that are pretty much the best way to do it, if especially when the movie's only, hour and a half or so, which it's a pretty quick movie. I was surprised, even with um, the previews and stuff, it barely hit 2 hours. Granted, of course, I didn't stay until the very end of the credits, but it's Sing. I mean, there might be something, but I'm pretty sure there's probably nothing. I could be wrong, but really, what could there be besides some like little last scene joke or whatever? I stayed until mid credits, which pretty much the fancy credits I like to call before the scroll, where they actually have, they'll use different animations or characters or scenes or something like that to give you a little bit extra. But before the crawl, it was just, enjoyable. Lights, colors, you know, catchy music. That's pretty much what Sing is. It's nothing groundbreaking. Of course, there are some serious moments that they do throw in there for more of the adults and the kids, really. I think, which we've seen them all. Rock star that lost his way, has lost his soul, or just doesn't want to play anymore, secluded, a hermit, and gets, you know, his mind gets changed by a new up and comer, which we've seen tons of times. You have, of course, Moon the Koala trying to make this giant, production in pretty much Las Vegas. It's pretty much Las Vegas, and he's just getting way over his head, just like in the first one. This one's a little bit more, stakes are a little bit raised than the first one, but yeah, it's just each character has their scenes, they all have their story, they have their motivation, and then of course they have their songs, which help them overcome, and it's all musically montagey music video stuff, which is great. I enjoyed it. People in the audience enjoyed it. It's stuff we've seen tons of times. Of course, it is mostly a kids movie. I would say it's definitely nothing too crazy, but it's not too dumb as well. It's not dumbed down for kids, so that's good. It's not stupid minion kind of movie. Uh, Unfortunately, well, fortunately, I should say, not unfortunately. So it's not something that dumbed down for kids. It's actually has some somewhat serious stuff in there. So, but of course they can overcome it pretty quickly. So it is what it is. But nonetheless, the songs are very catchy. The characters are pretty fun. They're all over exaggerated characters we've seen, of course, before, and that's really all I can say. I mean, there's a lot of songs in this movie. I mean, there's pretty much music playing all the time in this movie. I don't think there's one, maybe one or two quiet scenes, and they're very short-lived. There's a lot of music and a lot of singing in this movie, and I enjoy it. I mean, it's just a fun movie, very colorful, very vibrant. Um, it's interesting that they didn't do like the Zootopia kind of way where the world is kind of catered to certain species and stuff like that. They all look pretty generic to each other besides the clothing and a few things from that the main cast stands apart from. But the city is just bigger. It's nothing you know it's just interesting to see smaller characters adapt to the scenes where it's really meant for more human sized people, or animals in this case. But yeah, it's what do you expect? It's Sing 2. The trailers pretty much give away the whole story, and you're just going for the cool visuals, which is the stories and the singing is really awesome. So I do recommend it, especially if you got kids. I mean, if you want to see a nice, enjoyable movie that has lots of songs and singing and action, so it's fun, it's enjoyable. Check it out if you're interested. But until next time, guys, catch you later. Bye.